How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Rant and Chill. On this channel, I like to rant, and I also like to chill. Here we're going to be chilling, maybe ranting. We'll see where this goes. No script for this one. This is on the subject of deepfakes and baby metal. If you like this sort of thing, make sure you press the like button, share, and subscribe. And if you think I do a decent job, you can feel free to support me on Patreon as well. I know things are tight, but I do appreciate it. But yeah, deepfakes and baby metal. What's going on with that? Well, if you're on Twitter and you search hashtag baby metal, I'm sure you've seen this. Search hashtag baby metal, hashtag Moa Metal, and it won't take long for you to find a particular. There's like two, I think maybe even more videos. There are Moa Metal DeepFakes. Moa Metal DeepFakes. Some say I probably shouldn't bring attention to it, but other people have seen it. It's a topic that we could talk about there, you know. We're mature adults. We could talk about this stuff. It's Moa Metal DeepFakes, and what you think it is when I say deepfakes. It is adult material with the assuming Asian adult star, and then it's just Moa Metal's face on it. Not like a way where it's like cut and paste, but like where it actually looks like her. I've some problems with this. I have some problems with this. First, before I get into my problems with this, what are your problems? I mean, do you see a problem with this? What are your thoughts on deepfakes? Do you see it as unethical? They are illegal for sure. Definitely, there's no argument there. Because there's no argument because there's no rebuttal for it. It's flat out illegal to use someone's likeness without their permission in that sort of way, you know. Technically, just me putting like baby metal face on the thumbnails and stuff, like there's a chance if they say we don't want that there, I have no argument for that. I'd be like, okay, if you put a baby metal face or body or silhouette on a shirt and sell it, if they say, hey, we don't want that there, you don't have no argument to keep it. Be like, all right, I want to take that. But this is, you're taking the face of somebody, or the likeness of somebody, in this case Moa Metal, and you're putting it on somebody, which that itself is very weird and crosses unethical boundary or unethical lines too, because that person that was in that video essentially from the consented to it. And they wanted to do that. They wanted to be in that video. And now they're replaced by someone who didn't consent to it, who's not even in that profession, doesn't even do that sort of content, right? So you're taking someone's likeness who's inserting him into something to fulfill a fantasy, a fantasy that goes way beyond fan fiction. Fan fiction requires imagination, and it's just a name, which that itself is illegal. I mean, if they wanted to test it in court, you would lose. But that's also unethical. It's not as unethical as a deepfake is. A deepfake is especially a high-end, high-quality deepfake where, let's be honest, that's what they're trying to do with these things. They're trying to get it where they can get you cross that uncanny valley, so to speak, or I'm not sure if that really applies in this, but you know what I'm saying, where it's like you really have to question, is this even real? What's going on here? Is this a legit video? These deepfakes, they present because of what happens, because of what is capable of being produced. Essentially, why taking someone's likeness, putting them in a situation that they did not agree to be in, is you could say this person was in that video. This person was doing that activity, even though they weren't. It is so gross. It's gross because you take their likeness and you insert it in the situation. It's gross because you take the other person's likeness and you erase it. It's gross because you put them in a situation they didn't even consent to, especially one that's very graphic, one that has all sorts of there's all sorts of issues that could come from that. So yeah, there's a big issue with it, with just ethics alone. I really don't have to get into the legal aspect because legally it's flat out illegal. There is no rebuttal for it. When I say if you see those videos, I would say flag them down, take them down. That's what I do. That's what I do 100%. You can be like, oh, that's wrong. No, what are you talking about? That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. Are you kidding me? The other problem I have with it is, and it's not the major issue. I started with the major issue here. The other thing is setting all the legality and ethical things aside. I have a personal issue with it because being a fan of BABYMETAL for as long as I have, I've pretty much essentially, the girls were very young when I started listening to them. And it's hard for me to see them in that sort of light. They're, as someone who wears a leather jacket and shades indoors, looks kind of greasy, I am still I'm not greasy enough to see them in that sort of manner. I just cannot do that. To me, they're still it's not so much that they're still like little girls in my mind, but it's just that's not even how they present themselves. They don't show beach photos of them or pool photos of them. They don't do that. Okay, they seem to be like if they aren't interested in putting themselves out there in that sort of way, then I'm not. I just can't. I just can't entertain that. I just really can't. And that's just me. I guess I do have boundaries, right? I guess I do have some ethics, some morality, I suppose, is the word I'm looking for. But let me know what you think of this when it comes to the issues of deepfakes, and especially this deepfake video, which I'm sure you've seen. And you haven't seen it already, well, maybe you won't. Maybe my report went through. I don't know. All right. You let me know. Y'all take it easy.